CBD Talks with Dr. Dance, brought to you by Rock's Place HempWorks at rockforcbd.com, and Pet Club 24/7, a pet lifestyle and supply company, and Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce. And welcome to the show. This is Dr. Dance, where we explore the global world of CBD from seed to sale. Some of you might know me as Dr. Dance, and my goal is to be a resource of information in the CBD industry. I really am glad to be back. We're launching again. We had to take a hiatus because of me. I fell, but we're back. We're ready to go. This is season 2. We're going to get going. And today I'm really excited to talk about some exciting things in the industry that have happened over the last month or so that I talked about earlier in some of my shows. I gave a whole show on quality, what to look for, how to explore it. And at that time, we as consumers really had to be diligent and explore what were quality products and what we should be looking for in the products that we want to purchase. So what has happened? The US Hemp Roundtable, it's a nonprofit organization launched in early 2017 when the CBD industry was really booming, taking off. They formed a coalition of over a dozen different companies representing everything from product chains to agriculture, farms, all of the industry's major national grassroots organizations. And in order for them to ensure long-term sustainability and that the industry would be viable, the Roundtable's mission became, and I'm going to read these, focused lobbying efforts in state capitals to fully legalize hemp and popular hemp-derived products from cannabidiol, CBD. Second, facilitating information exchange with law enforcement and federal agency officials. Continued long-term legislative advocacy on other major policy issues, remaining vigilant against potential attempts of rival industries to halt hemp's progress. That's very important. And then coordinating with the US Hemp Authority, and I'll talk more about that in a minute, whose certification program promotes high standards, best practices, and self-regulation, providing confidence to consumer that hemp products are safe and to law enforcement officials that they are legal. That's an important statement because what I'm going to talk about today is the certification program. And in general, consumers should seek companies that do third-party testing. I've talked about that. A lot of them show that they did in-house testing or that their testing laboratory was on site. But what that means is that they really didn't have an unbiased or external company reviewing their products. So it should be a third-party resource when they're documenting and showing the analysis of their products. And what has happened that some of the leaders in the world of CBD came together and brought a level of standards and certification. Because as Stanley says, who is one of the leaders in US Hemp Roundtable, we're right at that moment in time in which we can explain the true deep level of what it should be like, what it looks like, and to have a consistent product. And that's what we need. We need consistent qualities because the guidelines really weren't formed by the federal government or any other agencies like that. So I'm happy to say that the US Hemp Authority now awards a certificate of quality. And the US Hemp Authority is actually a nonprofit that formed and created a set of standards by bringing together some of the leaders, scientists, business people, all of the players in this industry to create these standards. And so the US Hemp Authority Certification Program is the industry's initiative to provide high standards, best practices, and self-regulation, giving confidence to consumers and law enforcement that hemp products are safe and legal. In an effort funded by the US Hemp Roundtable, a nonprofit, they were joined by organizations such as the Hemp Industries Association, industrial leading firms, top-tier testing laboratories, and quality assessors, which develop comprehensive, I want to underline that, comprehensive guidelines for growers and processors of hemp. And so we're truly going from seed to sale. The US Hemp Authority, and this was posted in Forbes, and so it's really a big business news thing, has awarded its first 13 CBD companies with a high quality seal. And that happened just earlier this month. And so this is like cutting edge news that's right here. The aim is standardizing quality control and building a safer hemp industry from seed to shelf, according to the press release. Muriel Weintraub, and she's a PhD and president of the US Hemp Authority, said consumers need to be able to tell who the good guys are, who's doing their best to make sure the products are safe. We totally agree here at CBD Talks. I gave a full program on quality, what you should look for, why all these other additional ingredients, if you're looking for a pure CBD product, should be just CBD without all of the fillers and ingredients and some of those names that you can't even read. So this is almost affirmation of what we spoke about earlier, but really it is what I call the stamp of approval. So I talked about the US Hemp Roundtable. As a nonprofit, you can actually go online and join them and become a part of the movement. And when you're looking at CBD products, I want you to look for this seal. This seal will be on all of the products that have been awarded, and I want to emphasize awarded, because they have to go through stringent, really hard certification process. They just can't apply and say, we'd like to use that seal. They have to meet certain benchmarks, certain standards in order to receive this seal. And this seal will be on the products that have gotten it. And there are 13 different organizations out of the thousands that are in the marketplace right now. Only 13 were given this designation. And just tell you who those 13 are: CV Sciences in San Diego, Hemp Meds also in San Diego, Medtira CBD in Irvine, Balanced Health Botanicals in Louisville, Colorado, HD Distribution also in Louisville, Bluebird Botanicals in Louisville, Charlotte's Web, and they're one of the leaders in the industry. They've been around for a long time. That's in Boulder, Colorado. Medican in Miramar, Florida. Cangina in Winchester, Kentucky. Shell Farms in Winchester, Kentucky. Nature's Hemp Oil in Lexington, Kentucky. HempWorks, and I'll get back to that one, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then Barleans in Ferndale, Washington. These are the 13 companies that received the initial stamp of approval from it. Now, I said I'm going to get back to HempWorks. If you notice, HempWorks is a sponsor of this show, Rock's Place HempWorks, and they are one of the first 13 companies to receive that stamp of approval. I am so excited to be a part of the HempWorks family. And talking about HempWorks, another name that you probably saw on that list was Gincana. Gincana is a farm. It's where they grow the crops. And I said the seal would go from seed to sale. Gincana is also the producer and where we get our crops, our hemps. And so it doesn't surprise me at all that HempWorks received that seal of approval from Gincana. And it does not surprise me at all that Gincana also received that, because they're two companies that have worked together over the last several years to produce together collaboratively great products for the consumer. I am so happy to be a part of Gincana and the HempWork family. The US Hemp Authority will further advise brands on using the seal on product packaging and marketing materials, because it's important to let the consumer know what they're getting. The US Hemp Authority Certified Seal Program was established in 2018. I heard about it last year, but it was not launched until later in the year. It's funded by the US Hemp Roundtable, and so this is another effort of that nonprofit to really make a difference in the industry. It was developed with guidance from David Bossman, founding member of AgWin Group, and collaborators include Hemp Industries Association, state pilot project participation, industry leading firms, top-tier testing laboratories, and quality assessors. So once again, they reached into the alliance that they had built to set the standards. They just didn't create them on their own. They brought together a collaboration to talk from the farmer all the way to the consumer on what is considered great standards. I am so happy that this article came out in Forbes. You can find it in the Forbes. You'll be able to find other information on our website also. You can find that at CBD Talks with Dr. Dance, and that's www.cbd-talks.com. We're going to be adding a lot more information about the Hemp Roundtable, about all of the certification programs. We'll have the list of certified new, or not new companies, but the companies that receive the new certification, because I'm extremely proud of all of them, but especially HempWorks and the Gincana family that we belong to. So for CBD Talks, that's all we have for today. And I once again want to thank our sponsor of Rock's Place, HempWorks. You can find all of these wonderful products at rock4cbd.com. Also, Pet Club 24/7. They're the makers of CBD doggy treats. Yes, dog treats with CBD. You'll find that at drdance.petclub247.com. And also, Las Vegas Health and Fitness Chamber of Commerce. We're a proud partner with that Chamber of Commerce. See you next time.